So we got to do it quickly. Remember, this segment is brought to you by the kind courtesy of Mukesh Crown. And Mukesh is the king of dreadlocks, your master loctician. And of course, when we talk about dreadlocks and natural hair, one name comes into mind, and that is Mukesh. Listen, maybe you have dandruff in your hair. Maybe your hair is not growing too good. You got to be talking to Mukesh right now. Mukesh produces his own hair and body products. Maybe you need the almighty Inku Dread, or the hair fertilizer, or the healing oil, or better still, you need the hair fertilizer or the hair shine. You need all that 100% natural, no chemicals at all. How about the body baths? You want to give yourself a very clean bath? Go get the tomato fresh, or the lemon fresh, or the carrot fresh body baths. All 100% natural, no chemicals at all. Oh my God, Mukesh is located in all 16 regions of Ghana. In Accra, you locate Mukesh right there inside of the Blakk at the Old Timers, and also inside East Legon on the Trinity Junction, where Mukesh has opened the brand new MTA. That is the Mukesh Training Academy. Now, the good news is that whether you've been to school or not, whether you have a certificate or not, whether you speak English or not, Mukesh says, come. And once you go to the MTA, that is the Mukesh Training Academy, you go through a period of training which lasts only a few days. Right after that, Mukesh will graduate you at a picturesque, grand, gargantuan graduation ceremony. And then media will be invited to cover the event. And you would wear your academic gown, hold your certificate to the glory of the Most High. Now, right after that, Mukesh will help you open your own shop and start raking in your own good cash. That's why we say with Mukesh, it's all about good cash. Oh, gosh. Oh, my God. Now, listen up, man. Hey, Mukesh is also located inside Cameroon, in America, yes. Also in Senegal. Yeah, you can find Mukesh in Togo and also in the Ivory Coast. In America, in England, also found in Kenya. Yes, in Portugal, in Spain, and also in Canada. There you would find Mukesh. No two ways about that. So, whether you want to go fix your dreadlocks and natural hair, or you just want to attend the Mukesh Training Academy, maybe you want to go buy some Mukesh hair and body products, please call Mukesh right now on 0542-126-072. That is 0542-126-072 or 0277-454-287. That is 0277-454-287. This is the segment known as the Black Pot, aka Kukushudamo. And I have two very important things I want to look at very quickly. State of the Nation's address. The President of the Republic of Ghana, with all respect, went to the Parliament House to address Ghanaians, to give an account of what he has done so far. In other jurisdictions, we say an account of his stewardship so far. My brother, my sister, as duty demands, the president prepared a speech and walked all the way, oh my God, have mercy, to the Parliament House to address our honorable lawmakers. Now, when he arrived, instead of opening the ears and listening to the president, lawmakers were all clad in black. And in Ghana and some parts of Africa, we look down on our color so much so that when we are sad, it is when we wear colors that represent us, black. When we are happy, we wear colors that represent other people, and that is white. My brother, my sister, when I looked at the whole thing, I realized that so many people were wearing black. That is no problem. At least you want to show that you are sad. But the moment the president came in to address the session, so much noise that you can only expect from kindergarten little children. I am so ashamed of the Parliament of Ghana, to be honest with you. The president has come into the Parliament House as part of his duty to address Ghanaians, for heaven's sake. You have not listened to what the president had to say For all you know, the president was going to say, listen, I have failed, and for that reason, I am taking the opportunity to tell you that I'm resigning so that you could just be happy. But no, they would not listen to the president. So much disrespect for the people of Ghana who gave their mandate to Nana Akufo-Addo to become president. So much disrespectful behavior. Only kindergarten little children will behave the way some of our parliamentarians behave today in parliament. I am truly ashamed. You claim that you are democratic. You claim that you can talk anyhow. You can open your mouths to talk anyhow and all that by the kind courtesy of democracy and freedom of speech. But my brother, my sister, watch your freedom of speech, or else you are just leading this country back into the land of comedy. Comedy that is not hilarious. What on hell does it mean? I mean, what on earth does it mean to have the president come down to address the people of Ghana? You've given me the mandate to rule the people. I've prepared a speech. You are not ready to listen to the speech. You make a whole lot of noise, and then you walk out and let the president sit in there. You have disappointed the people who voted you into the parliament. If you had sat in there, at least to listen, you would have been able to represent your people better. If I were the electorate, all the MPs who walked out of parliament, none of them will be voted back. You have disregarded yourselves as parliamentarians and lawmakers. You have become lawless by disrespecting the president. No matter how terrible the president is, people gave him a mandate to be president. If you think that he has failed, why don't you issue a vote of no confidence on the president? Rather, you go there and make noise like kindergarten children. And the next thing is that you are inviting us to the parliament house to come and apologize to you and tell you things. I am truly sad and disappointed in some of these parliamentarians. It's a big shame. What the hell were they doing in parliament today? And I hear some people with no brains saying that, oh, they did it to our Tamils, they did it to who? So what? If they did it to was that right? Absolutely wrong. Wrong upon wrong is still wrong. Never makes it correct. Can we behave as human beings in this country? For heaven's sake, that is the president of the country. It is the symbol of the country when you see the president. Today when the president goes down, the whole national flag flies at half-mast. And the flag is supposed to be a representation of the country. How on earth can you disrespect the president like that? I disagree with the president on so many different issues, but I don't think it is wise enough for me to walk out on the state of the whole nation's address. What a shame. And you say you are lawmakers, yet you are not law-abiding. This is the man whose mandate is supposed to be to come and address you. If he did not address you, you will go out into the gallery making a whole lot of noise that he couldn't even come to address the people because he failed. And people did it. Was that wrong? Was that right? It was absolutely wrong. President Mahama was also there to address so much noise. Are you frustrated? Or are you hungry for power? That you cannot sit down as gentlemen and ladies and listen to the president like they do in England. In fact, I don't want to prolong this too much. I wanted to go into the State of the Nation address, but I will not do it today. I'll do it another time. The behavior of our parliamentarians, so shameful. Extremely shameful. You have disgraced yourselves and disgraced the people who voted you into the parliament. You refuse to listen to the president's lies, or you refuse to listen to the president's truths, depending on where you stand. Most of you will go out and sit in your cars and listen to the same address. Some of you will rush home to watch him on TV. I mean, it's a no, 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 no. You have failed the country. You have failed the democracy of this country. You have disrespected and disgraced yourself. Now, tell me, the Speaker of Parliament, what was he doing? What happened to the order? Order. What I know about the Parliament is that when people are misbehaving, the Speaker of Parliament has the right to walk them out. If they are not dressed properly, he can walk them out. Any which way, these parliamentarians who were making the hellish noise all walked out. So there was no need for the Speaker of Parliament to say, walk out. Please, this thing that you are doing, a time will come, people will take dondo to the Parliament House. A time will come, people will go with megaphones just to make noise and distract. One person went to the Parliament House. Economic what fighters. Brother, when the one man made noise at the Parliament House and you kicked him out, look at how the police or the security heckled this man, pinned him to the ground, stamped on his stomach, and beat him up as if he was a pig. And parliamentarians, how many of them made so much hellish noises and police did not beat any one of them? Nobody was slapped. But when my brother went out there to demonstrate against the thing, drop that chamber, you remember? They pinned him to the ground and we all saw that. There was a video of this. They beat the hell out of him, stamped him on his stomach. What did he say? You can beat me, you can kick me, but you cannot stop me from speaking the truth to power. It's a shame, parliamentarians. It's a shame. The fact that you've been voted in there makes you special people, but you have disrespected that status and you have flung it to the pig. Thank you so much. Now I want to tackle another issue very quickly. What is this that I'm hearing that some Chinese people somewhere around Tema have these wild bulldogs that are running around biting Ghanaians all over the place? Running around and biting Ghanaians, both employees and non-employees. They are being beaten day in and day out. And in this report filed by TV3, I am hearing that somebody was even beaten in the balls. Somebody was beaten in the balls. In fact, he got beaten in the balls by these wild dogs. Listen to this as I play it and we will continue the talk.
I'm in the inside, then the woman called me and said I should go and open the gate. The time I should go in, then the 4 dogs bite me. Then one way touch my hands, then I'm in the inside, then the woman called me and said then they bite me. The time I should go in, the dog bite me. I'm crying. I was crying. Then one way, if all the woman not come out, then the dog will kill me because I don't have anything to do. I know that I will die.
And that's the ordeal of 21-year-old Chantel Owusu, bitten by 4 bulldogs. Chantel got employed as a house help through a friend in Community 12 near the Adonai Church where she lived. And that's the ordeal of 21-year-old Chantel. Her core duties were washing and cleaning, but can no longer do it. Chantel got employed as a house help. The incident, Chantel said, happened around 8 p.m. October 29, 2018. She was then taken to a Chinese hospital in Tema, from where all wounds on her body were staged.
After
the incident,
the dog bite me, then the woman came.
8 p.m.
After that, they are taken to
2018.
hospital. The hospital is not a Ghanaian hospital, it's the Chinese hospital.
From
they
where
just
all wounds on her
dress
body
my
were
hands,
staged.
and then after I'm blessed and the dog bite me, then the woman they take me to. After that, they are taken to hospital.
She said her masters prevented her from going to see her relatives to know her current situation, forcing her to escape.
My blessing. Now the dogs bite me. Then I can't do anything, but I want to go back with my family.
She said her masters prevented her from going to see her relatives to know
the woman
her
told me
current
that
situation, forcing her to escape.
If they are going out, they are leaving me for the room. I can't do then they are opening the dogs to go back for outside because I can't go outside. Then somebody can't help me for the inside. The woman told me that the inside. I can't do anything.
This
if they
is
are
a
going
sad
out,
story
they are leaving me
of
for the
Chantel.
room.
Apparently,
then they are
Chantel
the dogs
is not the
for
only house help who
outside.
has been
then
bitten
somebody
by
can't help
these
me for
four
the
big bulldogs, as she has described. Other house helps have gone through this same ordeal, but only house help. It has been very difficult for them to come out. She cannot straighten her hands, and she needs to be operated on. All she needs from her former masters is to take care of this, because doctors have said they can operate on her for her to get well, at least to be back on her feet and do something for herself. Her brother Kwame Ado, after getting wind of her situation, made a formal complaint because doctors have said they can operate on her for her to get well, at least to be back on her feet and do something for herself. Her brother Kwame Ado, after getting wind of her situation, made a formal complaint.
Then they take us police from Matter issue sent to Rich Hospital. I think we went to Rich Hospital. The doctor had the doctor bite from said she come to our house on Tamakomiti police level. They went to Tamakomiti level. We go to almost 2 weeks. They go up and down. If you go Monday, they say you should come to Tuesday. If you go Tuesday, they say you should come to Friday. So no, they say we should take the case to police headquarters.
And all he's looking for is justice for her sister.
They have spoiled my sister's life because right now she cannot do anything. They should go and do the surgery first. Because if they do the surgery first, before then maybe you take the case to the CID people.
We went to the community where the victim was staying with her masters to speak to residents there. Pictures of Chantel during the initial stages of the incident were available, and although they have issues with the Chinese people, they couldn't speak to us for fear of their lives, with her masters to speak to residents there. Pictures of Chantel during the
These
initial
women,
stages
although
of the
feared
incident,
victimization,
demanded
although
justice
they
for
have
Chantel.
issues with the
They
Chinese
expressed
people,
worry
they couldn't
Chantel
speak to
is
us
not
for
the
fear
only
of their
victim.
lives.
This is the place I use to my house every day. The dogs have been biting workers always.
Chantel is not the only victim.
This is the place I use to my house every day. The dogs have been biting workers always. The bulldogs bit the testicles of one of the workers and he left.
And it's becoming not becoming because we can see for 18
After my visit to the area, I received another call from residents that the bulldogs had again bitten 2 other persons. The case is now with the Domestic Violence and Victim Support Unit of the police service. After my visit to the area,
Zylofon FM 102.1.
the bulldogs had again
Well, you heard that
bitten
report.
2 other persons.
And that
The
report
case
was
is now
filed
with the Domestic
by
Violence
AC
and Victim
Beniwa
Support Unit
Nyame.
of the police
And I have AC
service.
on the line. AC, good afternoon to you. AC, good afternoon.
Afternoon, can you hear me? Good afternoon, Blakk Rasta. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for joining us. Now, AC, you filed this report. How serious were the wounds of this Chantel lady?
Well, so the very first day I met her, I almost wept. Why? Because when I was told to go to the reception and that there was a lady there and she had a story to tell and all that, when I got there, I saw her, she had all wrapped herself. So I wanted to know why she was seated like that. And what she told me was that when she narrated her story, she told me that now she finds it difficult sitting at a cold place. So even when the weather changes, it is very difficult for her. And so, she showed all the parts that the dogs bit her. She showed all those parts to me. In fact, her abdomen, under her butt, and all that. We couldn't show most of those places on TV. And so for her hand, actually, she cannot straighten the hand now again because according to her, the very first day that the dogs bit her, when they took her to the hospital that night, they stitched it, and so it came up, and it's difficult for her now to straighten that particular hand. And it's for her, it has been very difficult to get another job because she told me she hasn't been to school and all that, and that is the only job she can do, working for people as in a house help. And so currently her situation is that she's not able to stay at a place to work. She said she's been to 2 places and she's not able to work, and they sack her, and so she keeps moving to places. As of now, as we speak, I've even tried to locate her and I can't find her. The last time her family said, the brother said she saw her, she told her she was going to look for a job, and we haven't seen her since.
See, when did this happen?
So I got wind of this story last year around May. So it happened, and then they went to Tema police station. They said community 9, yes, police station. So I got wind of it last year around May. That's where I got her to tell the story. So it happened, I think, 2018 and 2019 May. That is where I got her to share the story to be aired.
Okay. Do you know why these dogs were allowed to bite the girl? What were the circumstances?
Well, so according to her, in the story, she said that usually the thing is that when the dogs are on the compound, you are not sent to go on the compound.
Okay.
You're not allowed to go on the compound. So what happened was that on that particular day, her madam called her that someone was at the gate and she should go and open the person to come into the house. So she said she told the woman that, the dogs are on the compound and I can't go there because I'm not really familiar with the dogs, so I can't go there. And she said the woman said she should go. Nothing will happen to her. So from where the door is, and exactly when she got to the main gate, one of the dogs approached and they started barking, and then the other one also joined in. So when the first one, she said, pounced on her, the other 3 also came, and then they started biting her. Before the woman came, the madam, that's a Chinese woman, came from the room, and then they tried to rescue her. They took her to the hospital that evening. That's according to her. And what they did was they tried to stitch all the cuts on her body, and she said it was painful. So they brought her back home the same night, around 9 thereabouts. They brought her back home, and then afterwards, this is a house help, and you don't expect your madam or your boss to take care of you, to cook for you, and all that. So that's the point where she said that she wanted to go back to her family so that at least they see her condition and help her, because they would be in the position to bath her, to clean her up and all that. But they didn't allow her. So according to her, usually when they are leaving the house, they will lock her up in the room, and then she'll be there all by herself.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So Essie, were you able to speak with these Chinese employers?
Well, so I got a contact to speak with them, especially the woman who sent her outside to go and open the gates for the visitor who was coming in. And because of language barrier, she also gave me a contact to call. And actually the contact person she gave was a police, a CID person. And according to her, they are the friend of the police, the Chinese people. So I was interacting with him, and anytime I called the Chinese people, they would also refer me to speak to the Chinese, to the policeman, because of language barrier. When you call the woman, she will tell you, I can't speak English. I can only speak Chinese, and I can't speak English and all that. So it was difficult to get them initially to talk to. Then later on, they told me that the case is with the police, so I should rather link up with the police. That is where I also move the story ahead to go to Dovsu, because at the time they had brought the case from Tema to Dovsu headquarters, and there was some other issues there as well. So the first time they called Chantel there, she told me, when she came back to the office, she told me that they showed her the story, and the officers in that particular office told her that she could not speak proper English and that she won't get any man to marry and all that, compounding her troubles as well. And since then, anytime she got to the police, according to her, they'll verbally abuse her. At a point, somebody, she says, at the police headquarters, Dosu unit, told her that they should go back and try and settle the case out of court. They wouldn't want to send the case out of to court. And she came back. I think she mentioned an amount of money, and for the officers there, they thought that it was too huge an amount for her to take from these Chinese people. So she came to the office here at TV3 and told me that when she went and she told them she wanted this amount of money, one officer just told her that, so because of this dog bites, you want to put all your poverty on these Chinese people.
Do you know which police station handled this issue, or which police people said this?
Well, so the case went to the Dofsu unit here at the police headquarters, and so we followed up. Actually, we have the case has ended, but the other bit of it is that since it was, I think the ruling was on November. And they slapped a fine of 5,000 on the Chinese people to compensate the lady with. And since November, I think we've spoken about 2-3 times, and up till now she hasn't gotten the money. Anytime she went there, she said it was another issue. Somebody was demanding 1,000 Ghana cedis before he signs for her to take her money and all that. In fact, these are stories that she has been telling me. In November and December, I wasn't well, so I couldn't follow up to the courts myself. So I have now resumed, and we'll take it up from there as to whether she has received the money and what's next we can do to help her.
AC, I want to thank you so much. But tell me, do you know how much she initially wanted to get for compensation?
Well, she couldn't mention it. She said that when she mentioned the amount, and I think that it would be more than the 5,000 that was given her. And initially when she came and I went to the area, I was told that anytime a dog bites somebody, any of the dogs bite somebody in the house, what they do is they quickly give you 2,000, or yes, I think 2,000 or 5,000, and then they send you away, and then they look for someone else to come as a house help to work there. Actually, she is not the only person, and the dogs also as well bites Chinese people who come and are not known to the dogs. And in the area itself, it's a major concern for residents there.
Which area is this?
Tema Community 12. Tema Community 12. It's 12. Closer to a particular church. I've forgotten the church. But it's not a difficult place to locate. When you get to Community 12, I think they are popular over there.
Okay.
So one old man I got to, they see, well, according to them, sometimes when the dogs are biting people from where they are, they see it, and they are unable to complain. They have tried severally to tell people about the issue and how bad it is, but nothing is being done about it. So
thank you so much.
Yeah.
AC, I appreciate you so much for talking to us. Thank you
Thanks
so much.
Blakk
Thanks.
Rasta.
Yes. Oh my God. Now you heard it all for yourself. AC Bidiwa Nyame. She followed up on this issue. Chantel will not be able to marry any man because she does not speak good English. The 5,000 that the court said pay to her as compensation, she has not received it yet, according to what AC said. Some policeman wanted 1,000 cedis out of the 5,000 cedis before he will sign, or she would sign something. My brother, my sister, what kind of country are we living in? And you heard that report when the local said, all your police people need is a few coins. Whatever you do, we don't care. We will make sure that we give your police the few coins that they want and do whatever we want. 4 bulldogs biting people, not once, not twice, not thrice, over and over. And it's been reported to the police time and again. And police in this country that we use our taxpayers' money to pay, the police that is supposed to be protecting us, allegedly protecting the Chinese. My brother, my sister, I will leave it here because I've run out of time. I am going to revisit this. Today, having said anything about it, we've only listened to the person who filed the report for TV3 News. When I return on this issue, we'll get deeper. My name is Blakk Rasta. I appreciate you for listening. It's been the Blakk Pot. I got a king sat up on the throne of Ethiopia. Through the remarkers, Mahadara to Axuma. Salam.